Good morning. So today I'm going to be pulling the comma out of the barn, giving it a good sweep out, and I'm going to be painting the floor with this stuff here. It's called paint. So a friend has used this paint in his workshop and he said it's very good, so I'm going to go for it and go off his recommendation. Mark, if this doesn't work out, it's all your fault. The directions for it state the first coat goes down with 10% thinners to let it soak into the nooks and crannies, and then after that you do it undiluted. I'm going to try and get at least 2 coats down. Each tin, I've got 2 of them. 20 litre tin costs £65. A Swift just flew in there. Amazing. Swallow. Wow. Each tin, 20 litres, costs £65. I'm sure it's got to be good stuff. And each tin should cover 180 to 200 square metres, 1 coat. This is 188 square metres, I believe, so I've got 2 tins, and that should leave me with plenty of spare for when I need to touch things up, especially when fitting the ramp. Damn. Spot of oil has come off the diff. It'll be fine. Right, that's the first 5 litres down. I think it went pretty far. So it's been a few days since I've been down here last, letting the paint dry. It's taken a bit longer to dry in certain patches where I could still dig my fingernail into it. It's looking pretty much dry now, and I'm going to put the second coat undiluted onto this side. So small areas like this you can see, which is glistening a bit. I can still sort of dig my nail into it. But I've got to get on because the aesthetically pleasing appearance of the floor is much lower on my list of priorities than this being an actual workshop I can use. Right, almost done on this half, just had to top up the paint. I'm pretty much out of the first tin. I've got probably about 1 litre or 2 left out of the 25 it comes with. That sounds about right. They say 180 to 200 square metres coverage on 1 coat. I've done half of it, and it's 188 square metres with 2 coats. So, quick maths, sounds about right. Okay, that's the second coat down, all good. Only issue now is how do I get to the door? Right, how is this looking? So this is the second coat. Unwatered down. Nothing else. Seems alright. Right, I'm going to start moving this stuff over to here, sweep out this side, and then put a 10% thin down coating over the rest of this. Let's do one of them terrible time lapses. Right, that is the whole thing painted. This half has only had 1 coat, that half has had 2nd coat. Time to lock this place up. I'll come back to this in a few days, but let me show you something. I was slightly paranoid that the comma
wasn't going to start, basically, because the last time I left it for a long period, then came back to it, it had a flat battery, and I realised I don't have a jump pack or jump leads on me, so I thought I better start it up and move it. So I moved it from the side of the barn down to the house, and then I've tried to bring it back a few days later, and well, let me show you. That is sunk in the driveway. It has got like too much gravel on the driveway, and I tried to do a 3-point turn, and it wouldn't go into reverse. That's something it's doing at the minute. Sometimes it needs revs to get into gear, into reverse only. So it was basically nose into the trees, and I was trying to put it in reverse, and I was having to rev it up, and then when it would bang into gear, it would wheel spin, and basically, here it is, stuck. This got stuck yesterday. It's been here all day, all night. And I'm going to dig it out and put some wood under the wheels and get it out.
This is our drive that he's just digging holes in. To be fair, he couldn't find reverse, I don't think, and now it's so heavy. Does not want to do that. It's like that. Oh god. Oh, I must be dragging on the ground now.
Because this has got no bumpers on it, there's no bumper irons, and there's nothing to attach a tow rope to other than underneath the van. And unless you had the tow rope very low, you'd basically pull on the sheet metal of the van and it would just crumple. Because the barn floor wasn't painted yet, or wasn't fully dry, I hadn't emptied the van. So it's probably a good 600 kilos worth of stuff in it. Then poor 185 tyres, they didn't stand a chance. The gravel is so pointlessly deep, it needs a good raking out. Sounds like a job that I'm going to need like a Zill or a tractor or something. You have to buy something, aren't I? Yeah, it's beached. Alright, that's a good bit lighter. I'm going to get a shovel now, dig out behind the wheels, chuck some wood so it rides on that, and see if I can get it out. It's like the most pathetic off-road recovery, isn't it? House, gravel driveway. No, it'll come. Right, Rowena's with me now. I'm sure it'll fly out. Right, none of that worked, so I'm doing some more digging. I've just dug out in front of the wheel. Look how much is under the van. Whew. The cooler is no doubt in the gravel. Gearbox mount looks like it's sat on it, and the diff is being a good ground anchor. Nice. Then on the other side, intercooler's loving life. Right, I've dug all the way underneath it. Let's give this a little try. Right, admitting defeat, it's not driving itself out yet. This van, it is terrible. If you put it on grass, for example, slight hill, absolutely no traction. I've probably made it worse now by taking all the weight out. Anyway, Beamer, tow strap. I didn't want to tow it out because there's no towing eyes, like I've said, so it's going to have to go around the axle, and it's probably going to touch the bodywork there. But whatever, it's hardly mint, is it? Hopefully it won't damage it. Victory!
Beamer to the rescue.
Beamer! Turn out the piece of shit. Come and look at these. Flippin' heck. I'm literally underground. Video me anymore.
Hang on, let me go to ground level. Look how deep you are. Oh, jeez.
Ridiculous. I'll just drive around it from now on. I'm not doing it anymore.
No.
All loaded back up. I'll deal with that another time. But it is so unbelievably heavy, all that stuff in the back. I'm going to park this up by the barn. Probably do another coat of paint tonight on the bit I haven't done. And then I can empty this. And then I can go back to the barn and pick up more crap. Ugh. Okay, so the second and final coat going down on the left-hand side. I'll spare you the time lapse. You've seen it all before. But yeah, let's get this done. All right, that is all the floor done, except a small amount by the door because it's leaking, because it's pouring down now outside. So a little puddle forms around the door. I'm going to have to add like a rubber strip or something to that. But I don't want to paint where water's going to turn up. So put a foot gap away from the door I've left. And I made a mistake where I poured paint on the floor by this door. So, and I've been stepping on it and I can't paint by here basically. So this little area not being painted, but the rest of it looking good. Lovely day. Comma's getting nice and soggy as per usual. Poor thing, wants to go inside, doesn't it? Maybe I'll just turn this into a pond. Maybe nature will just turn this into a pond.